They say life can throw some pretty unexpected curveballs, but for Marcus Johnson, it wasn't just any curveball, it was a full-on fastball right at the gut. Picture this, a broke black farmer in Claremont County struggling hard digging graves when he should have been tending to his own fields. Yeah, you heard that right. Marcus had been at it for 40 long years, but a relentless drought and mounting debts were turning his dreams of farming into dust. So there he was, hired by Richard Holloway, the local real estate mogul, with a scent for profit and a reputation that could chill you to your bones. Dig a grave, don't ask questions, Holloway had said, handing Marcus the job without a second thought. The job was supposed to be straightforward, but it was becoming anything but that as he dug into that hard November earth, its chills seeping into his very bones, not just from the ground, but from the gravity of what he was doing. Then it happened. A sound, a faint moan that pierced through the labor of his shovel. Frozen, he dropped his tools and leaned closer to the truck where he thought he was preparing to bury a body. But then it hit him like 1,000 watts. The woman wasn't dead. Eliza Walsh, the environmental lawyer who had been opposing Holloway's shady plans, was very much alive and terrified as she blinked her eyes open. "Help me," she gasped, panic flashing in her eyes. Suddenly, Marcus wasn't just a farmer anymore. He was a lifeline, a savior. His heart raced not just from fear, but with a fierce determination to save her. Wham, maybe it was his own battles that made him feel this pull, or perhaps he sensed something bigger unfolding in a chance not just to reclaim his dignity, but to stand up against the oppressive weight of power. But there was no time to think. Holloway was set to return any minute. Marcus scrambled to hide her in the far corner of the truck, his heart pounding as he crafted a lie that felt like sand slipping through his fingers. "Progress is good, Richard," he said, forcing a calmness he didn't feel, as Holloway sauntered over, the smug satisfaction written all over his face. "Good because we can't afford any mistakes with her," Holloway sneered. "Eliza Walsh, she's been fighting against everything we're building. I need her. Gone." Just hearing those words sent a shiver down Marcus's spine. The weight of the world pressed against his chest as he realized the stakes. This woman's life was intrinsically linked to his. If she was gone, what hope would he have left for his land? That was the moment everything changed. Could he just bury her and walk away? Or was it time to fight back? The choice was there, loud and clear. As he felt the pulse of history rushing through him, he spotted something glinting around Eliza's neck. A flash drive. Snatching it from her, he looked her straight in the eyes and saw not only fear, but a shared resolve. "Let's save you. And let's save my farm," he breathed, feeling the fire igniting between them. To get Eliza to safety, he called up his niece Jasmine, a nurse with a heart of gold and a loud laugh that could brighten the darkest of days. She arrived with a determination that matched his own. "I thought you were still making graves, Uncle Marcus." "What's this about saving lives?" she quipped, but her laughter faded as they filled her in. "You shouldn't be messing with Holloway," she warned. "He's got serious connections." The gravity of the situation settled as they discussed Eliza's condition and how to keep her hidden from a man who wouldn't hesitate to silence her permanently. Next stop, Nathaniel Turner, Nate the town librarian. He had a reputation for being a bit of a tech wizard. Marcus rushed over breathless. "Nate, we need your help." After a few frantic moments, Nate managed to extract the data from the flash drive. As he looked over the contents, his eyes widened. "Marcus, this is huge. Holloway's tied to environmental crimes, threats against you, and illegal land deals. This could change everything." And just like that, they had a plan. Eliza was recovering, the gears of resistance were turning, and they rallied together. It was exhilarating and terrifying. When she finally woke up fully, she looked at Marcus and Jasmine with gratitude, mixed with the weight of understanding the fight ahead. "We're in this together," she murmured, determination replacing her earlier fear. The day of reckoning arrived when Marcus found himself in Holloway's office, acting like everything was normal, while the pulse of tension hummed in the air. "We need to negotiate," Marcus began, keeping his voice steady even as sweat trickled down his spine. "I know what you've done, Richard." Holloway's eyes narrowed. "You've been digging where you don't belong, Marcus. This is dangerous ground." That's when everything flipped. Cameras started rolling, and Nathaniel, Jasmine, and Eliza were waiting. They tipped off the authorities, ready for the truth to emerge. Marcus faced Holloway, hands starting to shake from adrenaline. "Your days are over. You can't silence us." Not anymore. Just then the door slammed open, law enforcement stormed in handcuffs at the ready. Holloway's cockiness evaporated like mist in the sun as he was led away, stunned disbelief etched on his face. With Holloway behind bars, a wave of relief washed over the town. Marcus and Eliza embraced, allowing the gravity of their journey to sink in. Together they began to rebuild, not only the farm now aptly named Rebirth Farm, but the trust and spirit of their community. As the seasons turned, they transformed their land into a sanctuary, fostering sustainable practices that bloomed into lifetimes of growth rather than just survival. Marcus began sharing his story with local students, talking about resilience in the face of oppression and how justice can sprout from even the bleakest ground. Eliza grew into a powerful voice for environmental advocacy, standing strong beside Marcus, each of them leaving a legacy larger than themselves. So now, as I wrap this up, let me leave you with a thought. Sometimes we don't expect justice to come from the most unlikely places, but it can. What do you think? Have you ever faced a situation where standing up felt impossible? It's your turn. Now, I'd love to hear your take in the comments below. How do we ensure that our voices don't go unheard? Let's keep this conversation alive. And remember, every small act of courage can contribute to something much bigger.